TV! Well, welcome one and all to the famous, or infamous, Stockholm Stadium here in the heart of Stockholm. And I say infamous or famous mainly because this is probably one of the more popular shows, or the biggest shows on the Iron Maiden tour, mainly because it has become a little bit of a mecca for many reasons, and mainly because of the crowd and their participation. I mean, obviously there's crowds amazing in South America and Southern Europe and all this kind of thing, but there is something a little bit special about Stockholm. And tonight it's going to be absolutely rammed to the gunnels, and I dare say Bruce will be left just as speechless as he was here the last time we played, as the crowd is just purely deafening, absolutely deafening. We've had a long old trip up from the unfortunate show up in Zaragoza, so which unfortunately never happened, but we came a hell of a long way and we're here after a couple of days. And we're lucky with the weather. It's a beautiful day today, a little bit of wind. The door's been open for about 45 minutes now. As you can see, people are already piling in, and there's plenty of people camped out down the front here already. So as always, let's go and have a quick chat and see what lunacy we can find down at the front for the people who are going to be here to go absolutely ballistic at about 3 hours time, I'd imagine, before consuming vast amounts of alcohol, which is what, after all, Sweden's best export is, besides Saabs and Volvos and things like that. And IKEA, of course. Beautiful. Okay, let's go. Oh, better go off stage, I suppose. This is where the action's going to happen, so I'm going that way. Well, here we are down the front of the Stockholm Stadium, which I say in a very bad Swedish accent, and here's a man who's travelled a long way and actually suffered a little bit of disappointment a couple of days ago. But first of all, tell us your name and where you're from.
My name's Rory, and I'm from Ireland, the south of Ireland, yeah.
It's a great name, great guitarist, Mr. Gallion.
He's from the same city as me, so
oh, really?
Yeah, Cork, yeah.
I have to say, one of my favourite guitarists, Rory Gallion. The man's man. So, obviously you're here today. Have you been to any other shows?
Yeah, it's my 5th show of the tour. So I went to Paris, the 2 of them, London, Graspop, and it would have been my 6th, but Zaragoza sort of turned up and it was cancelled, so had to go back to Madrid and drink.
Well, that was a plus point, I suppose, in some ways.
Yeah, the sun was pretty cool as well, so yeah, it was an okay. It could have been a lot worse.
Yeah. So, I mean, obviously you were first to the barrier again today, were you? Is this the first time you've been on that, or have you been...
No, I've had first to the barrier for all the gigs, like for London, Paris, wherever. It's only my 2nd time being on the barrier though, because the other 2 times I was too wrecked, so I just stayed back, sort of going in and out to the bar, you know, and it's okay.
So you've been doing a tour of good Irish bars around Europe?
I've been in an Irish bar every city I've gone to so far, yeah.
It's peculiar how in every city you go to around the world there is always, a gathering of Irish bars.
It's even more fun when you go into an Irish bar, you don't speak English in there, you know, you're just kind of like, what's going on here? It's strange, but when you do find a real one, it's pretty cool.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So, yeah.
Well, obviously you've seen quite a few shows now. I mean, is there any particular part of the show that sort of stands out for you? Or?
I love the lighting in Mine with the Ancient Mariner. Just when it all kicks off after the slow Spinal Tap bit. Yeah. So yeah, no, it's just really good. Ah, come on.
It's a puppet.
Come on. The dry ice makes it, you know. So just when it all kicks off, it's really cool. And Wasted Years is my favourite song, so yeah, it's cool they're playing it, which is sort of cool.
Yeah, I don't know, I think mine's actually Moonchild. I have to say. I haven't actually said what my favourite is yet. Moonchild. There you go.
Let's say you like them, so yeah, that's kind of cool.
Oh yeah. I should don't work for them long enough. But obviously, any more shows you're going to from now on?
Yeah, I'm hoping to keep going. I've got another, what's this, number 5, so maybe another 8 or 9 shows. I'm trying to work at Moscow, but it's being a bit it's being a bitch, Moscow, because it's Moscow, very expensive and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to going up to Norway, going home for a couple of days, going up to Norway, down Eastern Europe. Really looking forward to Eastern Europe. And then hopefully end up in Moscow.
So obviously you've been around to a few shows. Have you done this before, or?
No, the most I ever went to was 2. But I saved up a lot of money with work last year, and so I knew this was coming. We all knew this was coming. So I said, "Oh, it's a good excuse to go and travel. You know, it's going to be a pretty amazing set list." So, yeah.
So you may obviously you've probably seen quite a few of the same people at most of the shows, I imagine. But this gentleman in particular.
Yeah. Well, there's some guys who are doing the whole tour, you know. So I feel pretty lightweight, especially next to hot guys like this, you know. Yeah, exactly. You know, with his crazy Cockney accent. But yeah, no, it's I don't know. It wears you out. You know, I don't think I could do it anymore. Like even thinking about Moscow is making me go, oh, fuck, what am I doing? You know. But no, it's worth it. You know, it's it's worth it when you get to the show and you get to see different cities and meet the same people and drink beer.
Well, do you notice also the difference between the crowds in each country? It's different in each place.
Yeah, it was weird. Even in Paris, like the first night was subdued for some reason. Then I found it anyway. The second night was amazing though. It's probably been the best so far. The festival crowds, like Graspop, it was because it's a festival crowd. You know, you're kind of dealing with. You've got a lot of people around who don't even like Maiden, but are there anyway. London was kind of strange because obviously all the bottle throwing and stuff. It was kind of like sort of where's all this coming from? It's different. I've been looking forward to seeing the Scandinavian crowd because everyone's going, oh, Scandinavia, you know, it's amazing. Yeah. So yeah, that's going to be really cool. But yeah, the crowds are pretty cool. This is the first place I've been where literally you can't walk down the street without seeing a Maiden t-shirt. You know, you see kids in Maiden t-shirts. It's like that is fanatic, you know.
Really. There we go. Well, we've moved along a little bit here and tell us your name and where you're from, sir.
My name is Pontus and I'm from Sweden, from Stockholm. Yeah. And yeah, that's a little thing about me. Yeah.
Well, okay, a little thing about you.
Yeah.
Well, obviously Stockholm is considered probably one of the major Iron Maiden crowds, gigs, that kind of stuff. And why do you think that is?
Yeah, I don't really know why, but I think, you know, the fans here are really reliable, and it's you know, the mix between the band and the fans that makes Iron Maiden.
Yeah.
Without the fans, Iron Maiden wouldn't be Iron Maiden. Simply.
Yeah, that's true. So have you seen Iron Maiden before here in Stockholm? Or?
Well, yeah, I saw them 2 years ago on their last tour, A Matter of Life and Death tour. And they were
the Globen.
Yeah, in the Globen, yeah. And it was fantastic. Yeah. Really amazing. And that was my first concert ever. So
first concert ever?
Yeah, so it was really amazing, a special moment to me.
And how did you first get into Maiden in the first place?
Well, I don't really know. We saw the ticket stand outside Globen, and we thought, well, we might, you know, buy some tickets. And we did. And then I started to listen to Maiden, play Maiden on the guitar, and now it's part of my lifestyle. And it's amazing.
Yeah. So, I mean, obviously you're quite new to it. I mean, are there lots of friends with you? This guy, or are you just down here on your own, or?
Well, I'm here with two friends. Okay. Down at the back here.
Oh, there's some stuff in the back.
Swedes as well.
With Maiden Viking over there.
Oh, Maiden Viking. Okay. Oh, yes, of course, Maiden Viking. Yes, anyway.
I'm doing 7 gigs this tour.
You're doing 7 gigs, okay.
All the Scandinavian except Tampere and Wacken. And last year I was at Download Festival and I've seen them a couple of times before. It's awesome.
Your download was pretty good last year,
I was in front, you know. So if you see the recording from Download Festival, I'm the one with the Norwegian flag. I also got Dave Murray's smashed up guitar, actually.
Right, I remember because you guys were down at the front right at the beginning of the day, because I was working with Parakrama that day.
14 fucking hours. 14 fucking hours. That's a long time. And when like bands like Lamb of God pushing and Marsh Pit, and I was fucking, yeah, but we made it. We was like, we're here to see Maiden. Traveled all the way from Norway, and just to see Maiden. Yeah.
And what would you say? I mean, you're from Norway, right? So I mean, what do you reckon? Norwegian, Swedish fans, which is better? Consider where you are at the moment.
I think Swedish, but there's like some Norwegian fans that are extreme, you know, like go to every single gig. But in general, I think the Swedish fans are, yeah, like kind of better mood, you know, at the concerts. Yeah.
And the Kushkans.
Well, I think all fans in the world are just, you know,
one big family. Yeah. For fuck's sake. Maiden!
No!
Maiden!